بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Welcome to episode 51 of the series The Authentic Statements of the Companions of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. One time معاوية رضي الله عنه sent Aisha رضي الله عنها a letter saying, send me a letter. He's requesting from her to send him a letter writing for him some advice, advising him, and don't make it too long. He's asking her, send me a letter with advice, advise me, but don't make it too long. So Aisha anha, responded with a letter saying, Assalamu alaikum, indeed, I heard the Messenger of Allah ﷺ say, من أرضى الله بسخط الناس كفاه الله ومن أسخط الله برضا الناس وكله الله إلى الناس. So Aisha anha responded to this request by Muawiya for some advice. She said, Assalamu alaikum, indeed I heard the Prophet ﷺ say, and she mentioned this the following hadith, I heard the Prophet ﷺ say, whoever pleases Allah, even if it will displease the people, whoever pleases Allah, even if it will displease the people, if it will make the people upset at them because of what they have done, if it's something pleasing to Allah, then Allah will protect them. Allah will suffice them. And whoever displeases Allah in order to please the people, to make the people satisfied and happy with them, yet they're doing something to make the people happy, but it's something that displeases Allah, Allah will leave His affairs to the people. Allah will leave His affairs to the people. Wassalamu alaikum. SubhanAllah. This is a very beautiful narration. Muawiya radiallahu anhu asking Aisha for advice. Aisha radiallahu anha responding. All of her advice was simply a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. There's so many lessons we can extract from this. Number one, the companions radiallahu anhum used to ask each other for advice. Muawiya reached out to Aisha. He didn't wait until she came to him with advice, but rather he reached out to her and asked her for advice. That's the first point of benefit. We too should follow their footsteps and their example and ask others, those whom we trust, those who are righteous, who are knowledgeable, ask them for advice. And we see Muawiya didn't ask anyone for advice. He asked Aisha radiallahu anha, the mother of the believers, the wife of the Prophet ﷺ, the daughter of Abu Bakr radiallahu anha. So he asked someone who's knowledgeable, who is known to have good character. So someone righteous and knowledgeable, asked him for advice. So he asked for advice, asked someone righteous and knowledgeable for advice, and he said, keep it short, keep it concise. Again, showing the wisdom behind when we want to give someone advice or we want to take advice, it's important to keep it concise. Don't make it too long, because then by the time you're done, people don't even remember what you had said in the beginning. So it has to be concise. So Aisha radiallahu anha responded. So when people ask for advice, again, one of the things we learn is respond and give them advice. Sincere advice. Sincere advice. As the Prophet ﷺ said in another hadith, that the religion is sincere advice. So giving others sincere advice is one of their rights upon us. Don't just say something that's going to please them or make them happy, but rather give them sincere advice that will benefit them. And make sure it's sincere. The goal is not to attack them personally. The goal is not to get something on your hidden agenda, to get them to do something, but rather give them sincere advice, something that would benefit them in their dunya and their akhirah. And Aisha radiallahu anha responded in very concise advice with a very simple, short hadith from the Prophet ﷺ. Again, indicating the importance of following the Quran and following the authentic sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. And also, one of the lessons we learn from this is that the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ has so much wisdom and so much advice and so much knowledge that we could learn and benefit from, and that it's more likely for someone to accept advice when you send them something from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and from the Prophet ﷺ if they're true believers, versus if what advice can I come up with that would be better than what Allah has sent down or what the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ has come with. In other words, using those that guidance from the Quran and authentic Sunnah to advise people. And she just responded with this hadith as advice. And we see from this beautiful hadith, the Prophet ﷺ is telling us, whoever pleases Allah, even if it's something that will displease the people, but they still do it because it pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and their intention is pure and sincere for the sake of Allah, then Allah will protect them from the people. Don't worry about the people. Dear brothers and sisters, don't worry about the people. You do what's right, and Allah will take care of you. Allah will protect you. Do what's pleasing to Allah, Allah will protect you from the people. They can't harm you except with what Allah has decreed against you. And they can't benefit you except what Allah has decreed for you. The pens have been lifted and the scrolls have dried, as the Prophet ﷺ told us in another hadith. And whoever displeases Allah, does something that will be pleasing to the people, just to please people or satisfy them, even though they know that this is something that displeases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then Allah will leave His affairs to the people. We'll leave Him to the people. You're doing something to please the people, even though you know it displeases Allah, fine, deal with the people. Deal with the people. And you will come to realize, if you deal with the people, that pleasing and satisfying people is something that can never be achieved. Can never be achieved. Because even if you do something trying to please them or satisfy them today, tomorrow they might be upset at you. And this shows us the beauty of this hadith and this advice that Aisha sent back to معاوية radiallahu anhuma, may Allah be pleased with them both and with all the companions of Prophet ﷺ, is the importance and the beauty of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and everything, all your affairs will be in order. Barakallahu fikum, jazakumullah khaira, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.